Hey, how's it going? Don't you ever think about how others are arrogant? I don't know. Sometimes I do, and at the same time, I know that it's all about getting, a good kick in the butt, right? Sometimes. And that's what I see when I see others post what seems like negative comments, right? Negative things about, and it's like they forgot where they came from. And so we're going to talk more about that, what I mean by that, in a second. But first, my name is Jean-Serge Gagnon, and I help you create digital courses so you can live your life on your terms. All right, so what am I talking about? So if you are an online entrepreneur, if you've been into attraction marketing for any length of time, I mean, a month or more, you're probably starting to see lots of posts from your online entrepreneur friends, right? So some are inspirational, some are curiosity posts, some are family life posts, those kinds of things, right? There's all these different kinds of posts we talk about, and one of them is a shocking post, something that they'll post to kind of like wake you up, right? And I find that funny because sometimes I'm going to post something and then I see like a post from one of my friends or a couple of my friends or whatever that are kind of like, it seems they're talking to me, right? And I'm sure that's happened to you too before, and I can't imagine that's, well, maybe it is that, but the thing is that it doesn't mean that they're specifically geared towards me or, towards you, right? But the thing is that you might feel like when you look at that, you might feel like, oh, what a, not going to say the word, but you're not too, happy about what they say because you feel like they're attacking you or something, right? And what I tell you, that person who posts those kinds of comments, those kinds of posts, those kind of shocking posts, is, just do take a moment and remember where you were, because it's not because you disagree with what the person's doing. It's not because you have learned certain things about this process maybe you're posting about. It's not because of any of that it means that you're right. It means that you're the one that knows everything. Because it is possible that there's more than one way to do what it is that you accomplish a certain way, and that you're seeing this other person doing it differently and thinking they're not doing it right. And it's like me, whenever I talk to any of my students, anybody who's actually working on anything, I'll never ever tell them they're doing something wrong. I mean, there's no point, there's no benefit in you telling somebody that they're doing something wrong. It's just going to alienate them. It's going to make them feel like you don't really care about them, you just care about yourself and what you think, and you're just out there to make money from them, right? So remember that. Don't forget, don't be arrogant, remember your beginnings. And the thing is, sometimes it's not easy, especially when it's been a while and you do have success and you're like just wanting everybody around you to have that success, and you want to show them how to do it, and you think that your way is the best way. And maybe even that your way might not be the best way, but you know that your way works because it worked for you, right? You know that works, and you want to tell them that they can do it too using your way. And if they're doing something different than whatever you did, whatever your way is, you might think, yeah, well, I gotta show them, I gotta shock them. It's kind of like maybe how my father was a little bit when I was younger, where he would, and in that generation there was a lot of, I don't know if I would say violence. It's not really violent. It's more like, disciplinary actions that are questionable today, right? Like spanking and those kinds of things. And fear, right? So telling your kid that they're stupid because they don't know how to hold a lamp is gonna, it's like if it's gonna make the kid want to hold the lamp better, right? Because that's the kind of stuff that my father, but that was, impatience, it was whatever. And today I've learned to not do those kinds of things with my children, with my students, with everybody around me, because I know how it made me feel as a kid, right? It's the same thing as an adult. If you are trying to scare somebody into doing something, it might give you some short-term benefit, but long-term, that doesn't work. You're just going to alienate people, and they're just going to, well, they're not going to like you, and they're going to tell others. So that's not good, right? What do you want? You want people to all think you're like, you know, the bad person? No, you don't want to do that. So remember your opinions. Remember that others are starting out. Remember others, they're just learning, and maybe even they're doing something different that actually is going to work. Just remember that. It might work. Even if you think it doesn't, or if you think it's not the best thing, that doesn't mean you should tell them that they're doing something wrong. Alright, so hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you know anybody who needs to hear this message, then please go ahead and share it. I really appreciate it. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Oh, and by the way, don't forget, we're doing that 5-day challenge. It started actually yesterday. It's day 2 today on how to create your first course in 5 days. It's actually free. All you got to do is send me a message or comment below, and I'll hook you up to the group. Have a great day.